Imagine waking up in a city so advanced it had underground drainage systems, organized streets, and thriving international trade, more than 4,000 years ago. Then, within a few centuries, that entire civilization fades from history. Today, we're uncovering three of the most fascinating ancient civilizations that mysteriously disappeared, and the latest archaeological discoveries are rewriting everything we thought we knew. First, the Indus Valley Civilization. At its peak around 2500 BCE, millions lived in massive cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These cities had sophisticated urban planning that rivaled civilizations thousands of years later. For decades, historians debated whether invasions, disease, or war destroyed them, but recent climate research published in 2025 points toward a different story. Scientists found evidence of multiple droughts lasting nearly a century each, combined with weakening monsoons and declining river systems. Instead of a sudden collapse, the civilization appears to have slowly transformed as people abandoned giant cities and migrated toward reliable water sources. In other words, one of humanity's greatest urban societies didn't vanish overnight. It gradually adapted until its famous cities were left behind. Even more fascinating, archaeologists still haven't fully deciphered the Indus script, meaning this civilization continues to guard some of its biggest secrets. Now let's travel to the dense jungles of Central America, home to the mighty Maya civilization. The Maya built towering pyramids, mastered astronomy, and developed one of the most sophisticated writing systems in the ancient world. Then, around 800 to 900 CE, many of their greatest cities were abandoned. For years, people imagined some sudden catastrophe. But recent studies have revealed a much more complex story. Evidence from cave formations and climate records shows that the region suffered severe droughts, including one dry period lasting approximately 13 years. Yet new research suggests drought wasn't the only problem. As food became scarce, warfare intensified, political alliances collapsed, trade networks weakened, and entire populations migrated. Think of it like a domino effect. Environmental stress triggered social and political chaos. What's remarkable is that the Maya people themselves never disappeared. Millions of Maya descendants still live across Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and Honduras today. The civilization's cities fell, but its people survived. And finally, one of North America's greatest mysteries, the ancestral Puebloans. Between 850 and 1150 CE, they constructed enormous stone complexes, ceremonial structures, and sophisticated road networks. Then many of these settlements were abandoned. Modern research suggests prolonged droughts placed immense pressure on agriculture. But here's what scientists have recently confirmed. These people didn't simply vanish. Their descendants are alive today among Pueblo nations. The so-called disappearance was actually a large-scale migration and cultural transformation. The people moved, adapted, and carried their traditions into new communities rather than being erased from history. So what do these three ancient mysteries have in common? The latest evidence suggests that civilizations rarely disappear because of a single disaster. Instead, they face a chain reaction of environmental challenges, political instability, resource shortages, migration, and adaptation. The Indus Valley cities emptied as climate conditions changed. The Maya world fragmented under drought and conflict. The ancestral Puebloans relocated and evolved into new communities. Their stories remind us that civilizations are not destroyed in one dramatic moment. They change, adapt, and transform. And perhaps the greatest lesson is that even when cities crumble and monuments fall silent, people, cultures, and ideas often survive far longer than we imagine. Which of these lost civilizations fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more ancient mysteries that continue to puzzle archaeologists today.